Da 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 da.
Christmas time, there's no need to be afraid. At
one of my favorites.
Christmas time,
For a specific reason.
we let in light and we banish it.
This is inspired We Are the World.
Our world
Just mixing back up somewhere randomly on the song.
Listen,
No.
that's the reason why I like this song.
Throw your arms around
the world, it's Christmas time.
but say a prayer.
For the unsaved, Danny.
Pray for the other one.
Pray for both of you every day.
At Christmas time,
It's not work.
but when you're
I think it is.
having fun, there's no world outside your window, and it's a world of dread and
I
fear,
love when Bono screams.
where the only water flowing is the bitter sting of tears, and the Christmas bells that ring are the flag it shines into.
Here it comes.
Well, tonight, thank God it's them instead of you.
Is that the most non tonight, thank God it's them that are starving and not you.
Yeah, that's his point.
I know, but it feels like a shitty thing to say in this song. I've always
Well, that's the point. He's
I
trying to
remember-
make you feel bad for,
I didn't
for having
know. I
that.
always thought- I
Because
always
you know, people actually deep down, if you really examine your heart, yeah, thank God it's not me.
thought,
We all do it.
God, it's them instead of you
Was
in
this
your warm, toasty house.
Was this Bob, Geldof's
Yeah, it was
idea?
Bob Geldof.
So then Lionel Richie was like, well, we got to do something.
No, it wasn't Lionel Richie that said we got to do something. It was Lionel Richie that was sort of put in charge of doing something. It was the Quincy Adams.
Oh, that's right. It's Quincy Jones.
Quincy Adams, third president of the United States. We got to sing something about We Are the World. Have another Guinness, you drunk fuck.
John Quincy Adams.
We were going to get Lincoln, but he got shot in the head.
He was the fourth president.
Oh my God. I look at anyway.
It was Washington,
Yes.
John Adams.
No, it was Quincy
Quincy Jones.
Jefferson.
Jones.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, the producer that but he kind of put the pressure on Lionel Richie, and he and Michael Jackson wrote the song.
Yeah.
But it was
Well, Michael originally wrote it was kind of schmaltzy, so Lionel's like, okay, let's
yeah,
punch it up a
let's
little
punch
bit.
it up a little
Then they kept going to Stevie Wonder, and Stevie Wonder, of course, was like, yeah, they can't get a hold of him. Then he shows up the night they record it, and he wants to change the whole thing and have people singing Swahili.
Oh,
And
is
then
that
Waylon
that
Jennings was
document?
like, well, no good old boy ever sang Swahili.
I don't
So
think-
Bo and
they,
Luke got up and left.
Did they give it to Stevie and Braille?
no, Kevin, they fed him the lines.
But they did. Stevie actually got Bob Dylan to figure out how to sing because Bob Dylan couldn't figure out how to sing
Yeah.
his part.
He worked with him off in the
Yeah.
corner. Yeah. Do they know it? All right. So the name of this game is where we call Waffle Houses. I don't know the name of the game, but we call
Call Waffle House.
You're a mess.
What do you mean I'm a
Let
mess?
them
What are you
know.
talking about? I'm a mess.
Can't even talk.
What are you saying?
I'm on Guinness number 2.
I haven't done anything. I have not done anything. I just
what,
said
what are you, Wiley Sam over there?
Let's give him time.
so we call Waffle House, and whoever answers, we cannot say hello. We cannot say anything.
No.
All we can do is sing.
Sing.
And then we stop at a certain point and we guess whether or not we do it before we,
guess
call.
beforehand,
We guess
yes.
whether or not.
We guessed before.
Oh, but you know what? You guys suck.
Do we need to guess, or are we just keeping scores? Who gets somebody to sing?
All right,
You're doing too
keep
much.
score. Danny, yeah, but they have to sing the rest. The
Let's put
next
it this
line.
way. Let's play this game. They have to sing back.
Yes.
That you get a point
All
if
right.
they sing back. Forget the guessing.
Do
We have to get them to sing back.
Do we want to call the Waffle House in Flat Rock, North Dakota, or the Waffle House in Flowood, Mississippi?
It's called Mississippi.
You want to do
You
Mississippi?
should do Christmas Eve in Hollis.
All right, is Danny up first?
Yes. I know where I'm going.
Okay.
Going with Elvis.
Okay. All right. I love Elvis. Blue Christmas.
Yes.
All right. We're calling the Waffle House in Flowood, Mississippi.
I really hope my wife is watching. I've been telling her about this bit for years.
Have you?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is one of my favorite bits that we used to do, Danny. This and calling the
Tommy loved it.
I used to love when we would call the funeral parlors
Yeah.
and ask.
Yvonne.
No, the tanning salons to
salons.
ask if we can bring a body over from the funeral
If
parlor.
someone would actually break it down why it wouldn't work with us, like, are you sure you want to do this? Because the body needs oxygen to tan. You know this, right?
Here we go.
Thank you for calling your local Waffle House. To place a to-go order, please visit order.wafflehouse.com
Hang on.
or download the
Spanish,
new
press
Waffle House
2.
ordering app, as we no longer
Feliz
accept to-go
Navidad.
orders over the phone. We look forward to seeing you soon.
Does it ring through? I hope it rings through. This may suck. May ruin the
I
whole
need to
bit.
place an order.
Waffle House. We may have screwed up the whole bit.
Thank you for calling your local Waffle House.
Or maybe they caught.
You've made an invalid selection.
Thank you for calling your local Waffle House. To place a to-go order, please visit order.wafflehouse.com
They don't
or
take
download
calls.
the new
Zero.
Waffle House ordering
did.
app,
And it-
as we no longer accept to-go orders over the phone.
You know
look
why?
forward to
Because
seeing
they
you
caught
soon.
on to us. Because we tried this bit a couple years ago.
You've made an invalid selection.
Thank you for calling your
This is not a Chinese restaurant.
You've made an invalid selection.
Son
You
of a
can't just
bitch.
pick numbers.
Do you think all Waffle Houses are probably that way?
I don't know.
Let's try North Dakota.
They don't have that kind of technology in North Dakota.
All right. We'll see if they do in North Dakota.
It's still got to ring through at some point.
I don't know. What if there's an emergency and I need to get hold of somebody at Waffle House?
Right.
This is ridiculous.
I need to
Right,
talk to
here we go.
Leon the chef.
This is
Thank you for calling your local Waffle House. To place a to-go order, please visit
It's all Waffle Houses.
order.wafflehouse.com or download the new Waffle House ordering app,
So,
as we no longer
do we do IHOPs or Perkins or Denny's?
we're calling Golden Corral.
All right.
So we try the Golden
To place an online order for Golden Corral.
Well, this is how we do bits
On the fly.
No, I like it. Do we want to go to Nampa, Idaho, or
Mormons.
Martinsburg, West Virginia?
West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
By the way,
Here we come.
how far is that from Huntington?
Martinsburg, West Virginia.
I didn't
Calling
There's
do the
Golden
geography.
Corral.
because they're like the meth capital of the world and the fat capital of the world.
Well, they probably close then if they got a Golden Corral.
All right.
Here we go.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. Your call cannot be
Wow.
That's dialing issues.
No, it's not. It is not.
I fat thumbed it.
I didn't fat thumb it.
Nah.
Well, wait.
Hang on.
I'll go back. Maybe Kevin's right. I can look at the recent. 30.
Yeah, Kevin's got the red flag out.
300. No,
He's going to replay.
no, that is correct. Okay. We'll try
Idaho.
Yeah, we'll try the Idaho.
They're on to us.
Da da da. Here we go.
Do you take reservations?
Golden Corral, this is George. Can I help you?
I'll have a blue Christmas without.
Oh!
He laughed.
Yeah, he did.
He got a chuckle.
He got a chuckle. He got a chuckle.
chuckle.
Very good, Danny. Danny's
This dumbass on the phone.
All right, so we know.
Usually women are more receptive.
Are they still there?
He wanted to hang up on you
They were-
twice.
they were
Your
still
singing
there.
was so
They
bad.
were still there. That's scary. All right, who's up next?
I'll go next.
All right. Do you want a Golden Corral in Vancouver, Washington, or Winchester, Virginia?
Ah.
Going out west.
Going out west to the Vancouver, Washington. 3, 2, 5, 6. What are you doing? What are you doing?
I was doing what Daddy was doing. That's how I can press
Oh,
the channel
Danny's
warmed up.
channeling
Elvis.
Danny does.
I'm not singing Elvis though.
Okay. It's an odd ring. I'm not sure.
Hello and thank you for calling the Golden Corral. On Christmas Eve, we are opening at 8 a.m. for breakfast, which
Hell
will
yeah.
include breakfast with Santa for the children.
So take a
At
bath.
11 a.m., we are
Chris-
offering our dinner buffet and closing at 5 p.m. We are closed on Christmas Day. To place orders online, please visit goldencorral.com and select the Vancouver store. For personal service, please touch 0. For more information,
I touched 0.
Better than yourself. Not very personal.
Wow. Well, it is like 4 o'clock in the afternoon out there. So
The old folks are getting in there.
should we try another one?
Sure.
All right, they're just ringing through.
By the way, how can you have a Christmas dinner buffet before dinner?
Because they're closing at 5, so they can
Closing
enjoy
at
time with their
5.
family.
I guess so, but I mean, like, call it a Christmas lunch.
I'm going to Rapid City, South Dakota.
Nobody does a Christmas lunch. We should start Christmas lunches.
I could do that.
South Dakota, I should sing a woke song.
Oh, you should. Rapid City, South Dakota, Golden Corral for Kevin. Who's up?
Thank you for calling Gold Corral. How can I help you?
Frosty the Snowman was a jolly, happy soul with a corncob pipe and a button nose and 2 eyes made out of.
Oh,
You bitch.
oh,
No personality.
okay.
I think you dragged it on a little too long. As someone who's done this, been successful,
Yeah,
at
is
it,
that what it
I think you
is?
dragged it a little too long, Kevin. You might want to just shorten it a little.
All right.
But it was good. Good tone.
Here, I brought you another Christmas present. And I brought his twin.
Reminds me of someone who sat in this seat a couple days ago.
Oh, Dirty Dan.
Took a picture.
Yeah, but these are long and thin.
All right, here we go. Golden Corral,
This is you. Where are you going?
Kansas City,
Syracuse?
Missouri.
What's he going to say? I wonder.
Corral, may I help you?
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the. Have a. Oh, son of a. What happened to all the.
I don't
No
know.
one's in the
I
spirit,
think
Danny.
people are stressed out. man.
This is nobody's in the
People
spirit.
are stressed out.
It's Trump's America. You don't want to do none of this shit anymore.
Do we,
I thought Trump's America would be more like into this.
do we try one more
Let's
round?
do one more. I got one.
One more round.
We got to call like somewhere in the South though.
Well, okay. Let me see. Oh,
There's got to be. There's got to be a Gold Corral in Tupelo.
Now wait. I missed page 2. Page 2.
Page 2.
Danny, your choice.
Okay.
Dallas, Texas, or the Bronx, New York.
Ooh.
Oh,
You know what?
you're going Bronx, aren't
We
you,
have
son
to
of a
we have
bitch?
to go to the Bronx.
We have to go
We
to
have
the
to go to
Bronx.
the Bronx.
We have to do the Bronx. Okay, here we go. Calling the Golden Corral in Bronx, New York. Maybe you get the Bronx cheer. Oh, I didn't realize they were 718 area code. No,
Hi, Jordan.
Wait, let's sing to Jordan.
it's not. That was it's not Jordan. That was Vinny.
Hi,
Geddes.
Jameson. You want some?
It's Vinny.
Jameson, you want some snacks? Okay.
Vinny Geddes.
Sing to him.
Vinny's now beeping.
Hello, Bronx Golden Corral. How can I help you today?
Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Right down Santa Claus.
Man, the fucking they didn't even wait. The Bronx didn't even wait.
They
You
don't
were
care, man.
gone.
They
You were
were gone.
out. You were out.
Oh yeah, I was out by a mile.
Okay, Kevin, would you like Dallas, Texas, or the Villages?
I want the Villages.
Okay, the
Might be
Villages.
closed at this
Now
point.
wait,
though.
no, the Villages in Florida may be a little more friendly.
Pineapple?
They may be. They may be a little more friendly. I don't know.
Upside down pineapple?
No, it's different color loofahs down there.
Oh,
on your-
that's right.
On your golf cart. Here we go. It's Kevin. Golden Corral, the Villages, Florida. they may be they may be wrapped up early.
I'm using the Jello. Don't eat the Jello at the Villages. Golden Corral. Or the ice cream.
All right, we'll try a different one. We'll go. I'm going to give you Orlando.
Should I sing it the sound of Mickey?
Or Brolando.
Here we go.
Or should I sing it like Shaq?
Calling Orlando.
Thank you for calling Golden Corral. To place a GC to go order, press 1. For this location's hours, press 2. For directions, press 3. To speak with a manager, press 4. To repeat this.
Nice.
Hi, thank you for choosing Golden Corral. How can I help you?
Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Deck the halls with balls of holly.
Oh
Man,
God.
nobody has the spirit anymore.
What is going on? All right, I'm going to try Dallas, Texas, because I think Dallas, Texas is going to give us exactly what we want. But I don't know what I'm going to say.
I would go with Feliz Navidad in Texas. You might catch it in a migrant before he's gone.
Thank you for choosing Waffle House.
Just says calling.
Oh, they busy.
Yeah.
Some other shit podcast is calling them.
All right. Well, I'm going to go close to home.
Going to the Q's?
I'm going to the Q's, the big Q's.
Jim Boeheim would have sang.
All right, here we go.
Hello, and thank you
you
for
could win
calling the
this.
Golden Corral. For hours of operation, press 1. To learn about our breakfast buffet prices, press 2.
Danny, I need
To
a song.
learn about our lunch buffet prices, press 3.
Bells.
To learn about our dinner buffet prices, press
Rudolph.
4. For catering and party room reservations, press 5. To reach guest services, press 6.
This bit has failed miserably. Now, if this were back in the day, I'd be all stressed out.
I would call like 50 places.
Whoa, you did it in the production room.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess.
Thank you for calling. We are currently unable to take.
Oh, please! You're currently unable to take our call. Well, I guess that wraps it up.
Here, I'm going to give you one more number to call, and I want you to sing the Bills song, the shout song.
Okay. Where am I?
It's an 800 number. It's right in the middle. It's highlighted kind of in blue.
They're not going to answer.
Give it a shot. What the?
They're not
We're
gonna answer.
over 6. We might as well go for 7.
Okay, here we go.
And sing the shout song.
Thank you for calling the New York Jets. Your calls may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance purposes. Thank you for calling the New York Jets. Our offices are currently closed. Please press 1 to leave your name, number, and
Never mind.
I would have left him a message and sang it anyways.
I should have
Do
done.
you remember the time I called Berkshire Hathaway to try to sell the Bills?
Yes. Yes.
The time, Brian, you let him call Berkshire Hathaway? Wow.
Oh, I'm disappointed. I always loved that bit. Nobody sang back. They have to sing the other part of the song, and usually in the South they're friendly, and we would get that. But
Apparently
we didn't.
they're on to us. They're on to us.
Yeah, they may be. I don't know. We we lost it there.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
But speaking of phone calls, let me go to our listener line, which is 585-206-8866, and see if I can.
Our pal Vinny.
Well, they're
Maybe we still can't hear us.
no, they can hear us. Now, I'm just going to play you Vinny, and I'll start with Vinny from the other day, and we'll just work backwards. Here we go.
Hey, man, yeah, I got stumped the fuck out there, too. Motherfuckers. Anyways, what is it that you always say the level of something is fuck, what is it? The level of opportunity is now with the internet and everything. You always have that
Barrier to
catchphrase.
entry. The barrier
And I
to
was
entry is
thinking of it.
gone.
It was so apropos.
Oh yeah, you're saying I'm drunk?
But the level of interest. What the fuck do you always say that we always giggle about you about? Not the whole boat.
Okay.
float,
And he
the whole
Yosemite
time.
Sammed you on
The
Facebook
other
calling you
one, the
suffering
level-
succotash,
Fuck,
Now, let me
which
just
is the
remember.
cat.
Anyways, giggling along.
Now, he leaves voicemails like my mother, like he's talking to you, right? This is Vinny. Here comes another Vinny.
Hey, motherfucker! What are you doing? I noticed you ain't posted nothing, so obviously after a couple of years, you're having a good time. And as you should. Jesus Christ, man. Busting your balls, take a couple of fucking goddamn nights off.
We should put him on a party line with Marge some night.
All right. Hang on. Here's another one.
He could be your new stepdad.
Fuck motherfuckers. I'm sitting in the fucking parking lot with my pants on down around my ankles, fucking jacking my meat. I thought tonight was Christmas party tonight.
You said that was good.
Woo!
Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to hit the next one. This was left yesterday. Danny, how does he begin this one?
Sup, motherfuckers?
Yeah, I'll go with that. Yeah.
Or how Danny enters the studio every night.
I got a great idea. Me, you, Kevin, and the kid. We put Danny in a hallway, and we let him come walking down the hallway, and we see if we can't swipe his legs out with pillows.
I like it.
This
What is it about?
Merry Christmas.
Okay.
Short and thick pillows, or
Here we go. Here's tonight. Here we go. How does this one begin, Kevin?
sup, motherfuckers?
Hey, motherfuckers! Somebody push the button, Billy. Kevin, you know it's your fault. You fucking right 90% of the podcast, allegedly.
93.
Fuck! Turn on the goddamn volume. Merry Christmas.
He's like OJ. Hey, Twitterverse.
Hang on. Here we go.
Hey,
All right.
podcast fuckers.
One he just left while we were trying to call Golden Corrals. Danny, how's this one
I
begin?
think he's going to say, hey, I think he's going to start laughing.
Hey, motherfuckers, I've called 3 times the first hour because the sound wasn't on. Now you're calling people at work and you didn't pick up when I called.
Oh,
It might not have been working.
it wasn't.
Hey, motherfuckers, I've called 3 times the first hour because the sound wasn't on. Now you're calling people at work and you didn't pick up when I called the last 3 times and you ain't even got the sound on. Now you're fucking with people at work singing Christmas carols? I fucking love it.
You started that. It sounded like Hans Gruber and or the guy talking to Hans, the sleazy sales guy.
Die Hard.
Hans, Booby.
So hang with
You
it?
think Die Hard's a Christmas movie?
Hell yeah.
I think so.
All right. We've heard enough. We've heard enough. I want that laugh, though. I just need that laugh. All right. Well, we will take a moment. When we come back, laws may change. They're
Oh.
changing around the country. Laws may change.
Thanks, Biden.
We'll get to that right after this.
This is a song that there's a lot of Christmas songs out there, and not too many Hanukkah songs. So wrote a song for all those nice little Jewish kids who don't get to hear any Hanukkah songs. Here we go. Put on your yarmulke, here comes Hanukkah. So much Hanukkah to celebrate Hanukkah.
I wonder if we should do that song.
Yeah, in
The
Bronx.
first night of Hanukkah is the 25th. What are the Chinese
Yeah.
restaurants going to do this year?
All right, hang on a second. Here's Vinny. You're live, Vinny. You're on.
Instead of one day of presents.
Hey, don't limit my fucking terms of fucking endearment. I still got fuckhole, fuckstick. I mean, I got a myriad of them.
Do you?
A myriad
You
of
have a myriad.
insults.
Vinny,
Or
I'm-
endearment.
I'm very upset because I could be a complete jerk on this, or I could just be nice. But Kevin, he did hit.
Let's go, Billy. What do you got?
So Kevin hit on a Waffle House off air. He goes, "Let me see these Waffle Houses." Now, I called the 2 Waffle Houses, and Kevin did run into this in one instance. They don't give you an option to speak to anybody. It's just that recording. So I wasn't going to waste. I wasn't going to waste our time. But
I was just fucking with you because I thought maybe, and I'll be honest with you too, I thought maybe after 3 it'd been like, all right, with modern technology, it might not be back in the day. You
right.
know,
No, I hear you. But so Kevin then kept trying. Now, what a good producer would do, they would have pre-called and told you how to get somebody on. That's all I'm saying.
Sorry, I have a real job that pays me.
So we didn't get it, but Kevin did get somebody, and he sang Jingle Bells, and they sang back.
Well, back in the old days, I would have to do about an hour's worth of calls.
Bro.
Yeah, you did. You just called for like an hour.
No, but when the sound kicked on, I was listening. We just missed just all the pantomimes for the first hour.
I know. Well, not the first hour, Vinny. 24 minutes.
Dude, it was easily an hour. Me and Kim Hollick were freaking going back and forth on the Facebook.
He's including the 45 minutes before the show. I'm taking that W. by the way.
You do. You
I
got a
don't
W.
get many of them around here. I'm taking
You
that
got
W.
a W. You got a W. I'm just bummed. Yes, Vinny.
You could see the video. You just couldn't hear anything.
No, I understand that. There was a mistake.
And
Vinny,
it's no big deal.
tell me this. What did you get the old lady, your wife? What did you get her for Christmas?
These nuts.
I'm still waiting for. I'll be dead honest with you, bro, because you know me. I don't fuck around. I'm waiting for her to hand me the money for the budget this year, so in a list, so I can go out in the next couple of days and figure out what she wants in the first place.
Should get
But
a
I think-
30 rack of Coors Light and a brick of Skull, baby. Let's go. Copenhagen, Wintergreen.
It's kind of late to be getting a budget.
She's got a big family, and so we don't go crazy on ourselves. And again,
Right.
we ain't necessarily big wheelers, but she really wants a new phone. So a new phone seems to be in the budget this year. So we kind of just figured out, she'll go out and pick out whatever she wants and figure it out, let the chips fall, and we'll pay for it later. You know how that goes.
I want you to paint a picture, Bill. Paint us a picture of what Vinny's wife looks like.
Oh, I think Vinny's wife is actually attractive. I think Vinny was.
You know what?
I think Vinny was back. Probably. No, I'm not kidding. I know what you're thinking, but I bet you Vinny was attractive about 30 years ago, and then Vinny just took a hard left. And
Vinny, is it short and
Hey,
thick?
I'll send you pictures.
No, I don't need a picture of you, Vinny. I'm okay.
Oh, I mean, hey, you probably looked good 30 years ago, too. Hey, Kevin, what are you laughing at? Hey, Kevin,
everything.
what are you laughing
I'm big and thick.
I'm amazed at how fat I am. I've made plans for the New Year's. So,
Bro, you're preaching to the choir. I'm pushing freaking almost 270 now, and I'm 6'5".
Damn. Oh, but you're 6'5".
Yeah, but still,
Yeah.
that's a little. I mean, you should be around what, 220, 230?
Yeah, well, that's fighting weight there, Danny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, there you go. All right,
That's
yeah,
it.
fighting weight.
Fight
Yeah,
weight. That's where you want
that's where you want to be.
Anybody was fighting weight 30
The
years
only thing
ago?
he's fighting is at the bar, though. You don't want to be fighting at the bar.
So he's fighting his wife over the budget.
Dude, I fucking. Well, she's not necessarily at fighting weight either.
Oh, has she gotten big?
Short and thick.
Is it prank call? Is this mic on?
Hey, let me ask you this, Vinny.
I want nothing recorded now. She does listen.
Vinny, is she
Yes,
over?
sir.
Is she over or under 200 pounds?
Can I be funny?
You can do whatever you want.
You can try.
I would prefer you to be honest.
What was the
Stick
number?
to the script.
200.
She's 5'4".
That was the next question.
Okay,
Um,
that doesn't answer the weight question.
I'd like to plead the fifth.
Shut the front door.
What shape is she in? Do you know?
Roval.
Really good because she's got to put it up with me.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
She's a rhombus.
Yeah. Could
Can
be.
she, can
could
she
be a
still get
little-
on top?
Huh? What did you say?
Can she
What
still
was
get on
that?
top?
What,
Or does it hurt?
what was that? I can't quite hear you.
All
Hold
right,
on a
all
second.
right, Vinny.
All right, I'm being funny, but yeah, but you know something, Kevin? When was the last time you were on top? We've been together 25 years. Jesus Christ, dude.
This morning.
We're in the
Ew.
we're in the 2000s. I haven't. I
Ew.
remember the
Ew.
teams.
Wow.
I remember the early
Oh,
teams.
ow, 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 ew, ow, ew, ow, ew. All right, Vinny.
Hey, you asked for it.
Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas, Vinny. God bless you.
Don't think this is. Hey, when is this the last show?
No. There'll be some shows next week.
So you might hear from me.
No, we probably won't. They may be pre-recorded. We don't know.
Okay, well, wait. Hey, wait a second. Well, back to the thing. Follow-up question there, professional. What did I piss you off about?
Piss me off.
No, you didn't piss anybody off.
No, I thought you said that you had a little bone to pick, but you were going to go nice.
No, I was talking about
Kevin.
Kevin. I was
Oh,
talking about Kevin with the Waffle Houses, and Kevin slammed me back. So we're good.
All right.
I'm surprised he went nice.
All right. All right.
All right, brothers. Have a good night.
Good night. There he goes, Vinny. Vinny, this guy's. All right. Maybe we take a break.
Okay.
By the way, Dan Campbell. Just
Yeah.
We saw how brown his teeth are.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I did notice
The
that.
day and age we live in. It could be coffee.
I'm sure he
we
dips.
talked about.
I bet
dip.
you he's got a big old dipper in there.
I think on HBO they show that he does like pack a pouch.
But no opportunity in the day of the internet goes unnoticed.
Poor
and
guy.
The White Pearl Company has sent out something saying they want to sponsor him and his teeth. They go, after Detroit Lions head coach Dan Campbell recently went viral for his noticeably stained teeth, we'd like to extend an offer to help him tackle this issue head on. We're proud to offer Coach Campbell a lifetime supply of professional teeth whitening products and services to ensure his smile matches the energy and excellence he brings to his team.
Oh wow.
They write
Okay.
that nicely. They do write that nicely.
They've also offered him anal bleaching. For the other smile.
Well, he was
the other smile that just doesn't quit.
So every head coach in the NFL, like I don't know about McCarthy with the Cowboys because Jerry Jones does it, but every NFL head coach has a radio show Monday morning that they talk to after a game.
Yeah, he does.
So Campbell was on the Detroit show, and he's talking to these two dudes, and they're laughing because he's swearing in the call, but doesn't realize he's swearing, and they have to keep dumping him. But
He
he's
MF.
yeah.
I only think he did it twice.
I think he did it twice, but like you only have so much delay.
Yeah.
I think you played it, didn't you?
A little bit.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, a little bit. I might have it right here. Let me see.
But we can't let these injuries be in vain, man. All of those players helped us get to the point we're at. They helped us get, these last four helped us get to 12 wins. And we owe it to them to finish this thing out. And that's how I view it. And so it means there's another opportunity for other guys, you know? And look, I don't, you know what happens is, you know, you win 11 in a row, you know, and you lose, and then the sky falls. And I hate to say it, but we're not going to be able to win 11 in a row again for the rest of this season. We're just not going to be able to do it. And, you know, what happens is you get used to eating filet, and I'm talking to all of us, and well, everything's good. Life's good, you know, but you forgot what it was like when you had nothing and you ate your molded bread. You know, and it was
it shitty molded bread or fucking molded bread?
Effing molded bread.
Because like, you see the guys like flip out looking at producers.
They're like laughing, but they're like,
does your asshole still pucker whenever somebody swears on the radio?
So we got a bad taste in our mouth. We got kicked around the other day. We lost a few guys, and you know what? It's exactly what we needed. This is exactly what we needed.
By the way,
YouTube doesn't like when you swear on YouTube.
Did you think they got kicked around, or he made a bad coaching decision?
I think the Bills had a great first half game plan. I think he made a bad coaching decision in the fourth quarter, trying to kick an onside kick with 11 minutes to go. There was plenty of time, plenty of possessions. His philosophy was the Bills are going to keep scoring. We can't stop them, so we might as well just credit. But the thing is, though, is they put the Bills in position to score more quickly,
right?
Which, you know, but I mean, I think the Bills actually took it to the Lions.
Okay,
they took chances, and they did.
Yeah,
they did in the first half, and then they kind of took their foot off the gas, but I think intentionally. Still, though, that's not a great sign even when the best offense in the league, you know, outscores you in the second half, which the Lions did.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, interesting. There is a bill. One of the things with the holidays is people get together and you have a couple of pops, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you meet with people, you do this, and sometimes those things get away from us. And Circu and Circu is a sponsor of the podcast, and I always say, you know, if you're out with friends and you don't know where you are, I don't know that people know where 0.08 is, and by that I mean how many drinks that may or may not be for your body.
Test that theory.
I know you do. So
it's different for everybody,
right?
And since they changed the beer laws, now you could have more alcohol in your beer in the last 20 years. Before it was a limit, like it was a cap at like 5%.
Yeah.
Now with craft beer, it can be.
You can get up to crazy amounts.
But people used to be told 1 beer, 1 hour.
Right.
Now
I don't know that that's the same.
That's not the thing anymore.
So I didn't realize that there's been a real push to lower the limit to
0.05.
0.05. It is already a law in Hawaii, or maybe Hawaii, it passed their Senate and is now being considered by the lower house. Washington State has it, and Utah already had adopted the lower limit. But Utah has some really weird.
I wake up at that on a Saturday or Sunday.
Okay. But you're not driving. Where are you getting drunk? Where are you doing most of your drinking on a Saturday, like a Friday night?
Probably the garage. With
yeah.
Bob.
With your,
I drink alone.
No, but you know, hanging out with neighbors in the neighborhood, which I don't think is that bad. But I do.
So they put those goddamn Christmas blow-ups out with all them freaking ropes, and you don't see them.
All states, including New York and DC, have zero tolerance laws. The license of anyone under 21 with any detectable alcohol in their bloodstream from 0.01 to 0.02 would be suspended. But
don't drink that Robitussin and go to the Wegmans.
No, right. But many European countries are already at 0.05.
Okay.
Like Britain and France. And when we think about drinking, the Brits.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but the Irish said it's at 2.5 in Ireland.
It's like almost dead.
So
have you seen Ireland?
My question is, because in 2013, a study from the National Transportation Board showed we could expect a 5% decline in non-fatal alcohol-related crashes by almost 10%. Non-fatal. We could a 5% decline in non-fatal, okay, and a 10% decline in fatal alcohol-related crashes from lowering the BAC to 0.08, and an 11.1% decline in fatal alcohol-related crashes from lowering BAC to 0.05 or lower. So an even more significant. According to data, I think every 39 minutes there's an alcohol-related fatality on a roadway in the United States.
Wow.
Doesn't that seem high?
Yes.
It seems high. But I wonder this, like, if you lower the BAC to 0.05, what does that do to bars and restaurants?
Sounds like a cash grab for the state again, lowering the count so you can get more DWIs.
Well, there's this back and forth because a lot of times the federal government's what told the states, if you want highway funding, you got to lower it from a 0.1 to a 0.08.
Right.
So I wonder if they're doing the same thing. I don't know, but I mean, yeah,
I haven't seen that.
The thing is, though, is that you have it may. Let's put it this way: people are gonna. If cigarettes and drinking have taught us anything, it's that people will do whatever they do when they want to do it, no matter what. Okay. Like, remember, like when they changed the indoor smoking laws in New York State? Well, people are going to stop smoking. No, they were outside smoking in frigid temperatures, no matter what.
They were, but I think smoking has been on the decline since then. Now you're starting to see more vaping, right? Which is more water related,
which is just as bad.
Yeah, in essence, sure.
So, I mean, I would it hurt restaurants? I don't think it's going to hurt them that much that it's noticeable.
Yeah, I don't either. But here's the thing. We're hearing already that we see less people drinking or staying out late, right? There used to be, I think the bars and restaurants are open to 2:00 in where we live at 2:00 in the morning. And I don't know that any stay open, even on a Saturday night.
Well, yeah, I mean,
COVID did that because they don't have the staff.
Right. But even before COVID, though, I remember.
But people go home now, Kevin. That's the thing. And guys, my guys' age, 22, 24, my sons, Jackson and Jordan, most of them are like, they prefer to go home. They'll have a beer or two, go home, don't want to drive drunk, and
drink
then,
at home,
and then have an edible.
But here's the thing, too.
Oh, you got that option, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
You go to the bar, you get one beer, it's $6. You go to Wegmans, you buy a 6-pack, it's $7. You get 5 more beers.
Right.
I'm cheap.
No,
I'll go to a bar every once in a while, but I'd
drink at home.
I'd rather stay home and get a 30-pack for that $20.
Well,
instead of 2 beers.
And then yell at my kids.
But I enjoy drinking, and I like the social aspect of drinking as well. I like getting drunk with people.
Yeah, you like sitting up and doing a set.
Okay, whatever.
You guys are great friends. Can I tell you?
No, it's not that.
What is the deal?
What's the set?
You sit there, you start picking people off in the bar.
What are
you? Look at that fat bitch.
No, I
Look at that guy's fucking-
No, I
I have sat on the deck with my wife and you doing it with you.
Wow, Billy.
And
Really?
Carrie was just like, what is wrong with you two?
Wow.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. I plead the fifth, just like
I might be a bad influence.
If we go under the hood, there was that time when we were at Mulconry's where we were doing a podcast. It was during a Bills game, and there was this woman.
No, there was a gaggle of women.
A gaggle of women
around the corner,
and one of them was made fun of by both of you.
Yes,
but again, the bad
what did I
influence was
call
there.
the what do we call that?
It was Cougar Corner.
Cougar Corner.
Cougar Corner.
Right, but then the one chick we said was, I said she's the big fat friend.
Yeah,
and the guy's working her to get to the other women.
But other radio people got offended by it. Like the
well,
word
no. Hang on. She listened and wrote me, and I wrote her back apologizing. Now, here's the thing that I will say in defense. Okay, she knew we were talking about her. Her feelings were hurt, and rightfully so.
Right.
And I owe her an apology for that. Outside of that, it would be the friends that were there with her knew we were talking about her, or whomever she told, because nobody else would have any idea.
I think she only listened because we had one of the Cougars
Yes, but exactly. But nobody else would know because we never said a name and we never said anything identifiable.
on. We didn't have cameras then.
Other than the less attractive or whatever I said, right?
Right.
Okay. Or big fat friend. Okay. That could be anybody. So I say that's generic. And there was no video at the time on them.
No.
There was video on us,
Yeah.
but not on them.
I don't think we even had cameras at that point.
No, we did.
I think we did, but I think we did, but I don't think we put them on. I think one of the women who decided to come up to the table was on, but that was it. So I stand by that. To have somebody who worked in the business then get all high and mighty because their friend's mother was offended by this, that's because you found out. You're just grandstanding. To me, you are grandstanding, and it goes back to, because that is a person, and I don't really like to do this anymore, but at one point I'm in a bar with Tommy.
Yeah.
Tommy, you and I were doing the break room,
Mm-hmm.
and we're part of a company with other radio stations. And this person walked up to Tommy and goes, "I'm not talking to you anymore," and then turned and walked away. And we looked at each other, and like he and I would do, we started laughing, and that was it.
Yeah.
And we stayed there. Within 20 minutes, the person, a man, by the way, a man, and I only say that because, and you could call me misogynist or whatever, but this is
guy code.
Well,
In
it's
a
not
way.
guy code. It's behavior that I would associate. I'm sorry, maybe I've been conditioned this way, but with a woman. Don't you want to know why?
Yeah, it's Real Housewives of Atlanta.
So
behavior.
the man comes back, goes, don't you want to know why I'm not talking to you? Because you didn't get the reaction you wanted. You were looking for some thing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
But if anybody says to me,
what did I do?
if you walked up to me in a bar and go, I'm not talking to you, and I'm not that close to you, I don't give a shit. Unless you're Danny or Kevin, then I'd be upset. Then I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right. But not this person.
Yeah.
And neither did us. So now he goes, what, don't you want to know why I'm not talking to you? And the two of us fucking lost it, going, you gotta be shitting me. No, we didn't nobody cared.
Right.
Nobody cared. And that's the person who then decides to take a stand on something that was non-identifiable.
I have the conversation back and forth between me and that person from what I was going to make that person a mystery guest.
Okay.
And they write, not after Bill totally insulted the mom of a good friend of mine on his podcasts with an S.
Yeah.
She just happened to be at the restaurant and was brought to tears by his tasteless comments and how she looked. He lost my respect that day. But thanks for thinking of me, though. I said, no problem. I apologize. But does he?
Is that what he writes back?
And I said, I can't speak for him, but I do know he did apologize on the podcast as well after receiving a message about it. Was this the woman at Mulconnery's? Yes. The apology was veiled at best.
It was. I wrote her. He doesn't know what I wrote. You can't
you can't win with people that don't want to lose.
You're taking me into a territory that I think what are you laughing at? What are you laughing at?
When you said you're taking me into a territory,
Yeah.
that I looked at the Guinness class.
Yeah, it's
which is
empty.
empty. That's
Yeah.
just number 2.
Yeah.
Like, here we go.
No. Well, yeah. Here we go.
What are you with Jameson?
No. Here we go. You ready?
Right.
Yeah.
All right. You're taking me into a territory of one that I have said here a lot. What other people think of you is none of your business. And only in that I am trying so hard to sort of instill that in my son, my 14-year-old son. He's a 14-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. He doesn't want that. All you want to do at 14 is fit in or stand out or be better or be accepted, right? All these things that you want that at any age, but it's a little more of a focus at 14 than it may be at 25, 35. Take it to 55, and you kind of have shed a lot of that. You malted it off. You wish you could do it at 14 and just focus on what you want to do and not care what other people think. I can't tell you the things that I have had said to me over the years in radio, over the 2 years plus that we've been doing the podcast. I've had people say horrible, horrible things to me. Horrible. And I don't even engage anymore. I used to write back, thanks for listening when I was in that, which was kind of a cunty, a little response. All right. I don't even do that anymore. I don't care. You're not going to stop me. You don't have to listen. That's it. You don't have to listen. I don't know who listens. I don't get a list of, hey, Joe Schmo was listening in whatever. I don't know. I have no idea. I see total numbers. That's it. That's all I care about. But that whole thing to me is just somebody who's going to grandstand on things. And there's other things.
Look at it this way. You cut the people you pissed off in half. From 2022, you had 2 to 2021. You only had 1 last year. 2025, man.
0.
Going for none. No, or you can set a record.
Yeah, or do we need to raise the number a little?
Yeah.
Raise the bar.
But the
Put
thing
a
is,
goal on the board. 5.
But if you start living your life, and this is sort of my point with my son, if we live for other people, we're never living.
Nope.
We're never living.
Nope.
I happened to see Dead Poet Society today. The movie.
You've seen it before, right?
Oh, I saw it the day it came out in theaters.
That was a big deal back then.
Busy day today, huh? Reeling the AV cart.
Did you stand on the substitute teacher's desk?
No.
And do a thing?
No.
Okay.
But I will tell you that that whole movie, and this was about transcendentalism, was what they were talking about, and standing up and going against the grain. But what that movie says to me is Robin Williams' character helped those boys get out of their own way, because like the Ethan Hawke's character, he doesn't want it to participate. He doesn't want to get up there. And he, remember when he closes his eyes and covers them and has them say a poem, and the kid, and then everybody starts applauding because it's so good. Get out of your own way and just be free. Don't let that fear hold you back from anything at all. Don't let some shitty comment. Don't let Steve Hausman or whomever.
Was that what it was?
Yes. Don't ever say anything. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
I thought it was D. Alexander.
No, Steve Hausman, who will say his best time on radio was with the Brother
Wheeze
Weeze
show.
show, and he got fired from the Brother Weeze show. So don't, and not by Weeze, but by management. They didn't think he was good. I know that because I was in the meetings.
Who had worse breath, him or V?
Oh boy, that was a push. That was a wind shear. It was a wind shear, and when they hit, little droplets of
Salino down.
little droplets of shit fell out of this guy. I mean, like that was shitty of me to say his name, but I don't care. But my point is, like, you can let somebody steer you off, or you can just stay your path, and you'll find your way. You will. Yeah. Steve Hausman doesn't need me, and I don't need Steve.
Right.
I don't care.
It's all good.
Yeah. I have no ill will towards him.
No.
I will never forget stomping over and going, "Don't you want to know why I'm not talking to you?" That was the greatest thing I'd ever seen. That was maybe one of the funniest things I had seen. But anyway, I shouldn't have said that. We'll take a break.
Take a break.
Maybe
We return.
Maybe it was the Guinness. Kevin has the closest to the pin.
Okay.
We can do that. And I did want to bring up Snow Manning. I don't know if you've heard this. I think it's called
To take a
Snow
snowball into a whole new level?
It's Snow Manning, and it's a dating trend happening probably around the world.
Guessing not in Hawaii.
This is focusing on
those Hallmark movies, Billy. Are you starting to watch them?
no, this is focusing on England and a little Sammy Sosa news. We'll get to all
Sammy Sosa's back in the
Yeah,
news.
we'll get
He's
to all
black
that.
again.
Oh, is he?
No, I have no idea.
Black and black.
I don't know. All that right after this. But I got to tell you what's happening right down the road from our own studio. And if you need last minute, don't look at me that way. If you need last
I don't know where else
minute,
to look.
if you need last minute Christmas gifts, what's better than Iron Smoke Distillery, right?
Oh.
And Tommy Burnett always says, support your local liquor
Stay
store
local.
and go there. And he actually charges a little bit more than your liquor store when you go and buy it at the distillery, because he wants to support the local business. But in the meantime, they got a whole lot of fun happening over there. They got parties and the stage that whiskey built. You can go in there and get yourself a delicious peacemaker, right? Settle in and hear some great music. Now I'm going to list some bands, and we'll see if Danny, because Danny had bands over the years.
Yeah.
We'll see if Danny had some bands that he played with. So tonight, Friday, December 20th. It's already December, 5 days away from the big day, Jesus' birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy
Jesus.
birthday, Jesus.
Acoustic Sunset Sessions with the Living Room Sessions.
Okay.
That would be our friend Fallon, who is from Ireland. Then Something Else is playing.
Something else. Big
Yeah.
big time band.
Big time band. Something Else, beginning
Lot
at
of fun.
8:30. Then on Saturday, it's Rock the Halls Holiday Show, the Fab Gear Showcase with our friend
Andy Babiuk.
Andy Babiuk,
Or
right
Babiuk.
upstairs. Yep. And then State Line will be playing from 8:30 to 11:30.
Okay, great country music.
Yes, great country music. Come back on Sunday, the 22nd, and you've got the Christmas Eve happy hour and holiday shopping.
Oh.
Actually, let me jump ahead. That would be Christmas Eve, the 24th. Christmas
Okay.
Eve from 1 to 5. So how about
I
that?
also heard that they're bringing in TVs for Bills games now too.
They may be. That could be.
I heard that they've actually been doing that.
Yeah, over at Iron Smoke.
Yes.
A little bit?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a whole lot of fun happening right there in Fairport, New York, baby. It is Iron Smoke Distillery.
yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light.
Is this part of the game?
No. Do you know who this is?
Is this Bob Dylan?
It is.
I'm good with voices.
All our troubles will be out of sight.
Although he sounds kind of like.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
So you hear the Dylan now.
Make the Yuletide gay.
But when he does that, he sounds like an old blues musician. You gonna see that Dylan movie this Christmas?
I wouldn't mind seeing it. I wouldn't mind seeing it at all.
I've never been a Dylan guy. Andy Babuke, who you mentioned, he's a big Dylan guy.
It's funny as I get older and I hear some Dylan songs, and I'm a lyric guy, so I love certain lyrics. Like if I listen to old Jim Croce stuff, I love what he did with lyrics. I love what that's one of the reasons I love John Hyatt. I love what he does with lyrics,
right?
And even Dylan. But here's the problem for me. I used to joke on the radio because I knew it would piss people off. Bob Dylan was overrated. In my high school, and I graduated a very long time ago, but 1989. It was the Grateful Dead and Bob Dylan were the song. That was it. That's what everybody listened to.
No kidding.
And Zeppelin. Yeah. I mean, you knew what was popular and poppy, but most of the kids that I hung out with, it was the Grateful Dead and Bob Dylan.
Oh, wow.
All the
Senior
time.
prom song was Touch of Grey.
No, Senior Prom song was a Zeppelin song, I think.
All right, kids, get out of dance floor. It's time to get the lid out for the senior prom.
But I mean, so 1989. Well, we're talking. I mean, Zeppelin had disbanded 9 years prior. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it wasn't like pop stuff, and it was Dylan. So
Led Zeppelin had become the Grateful
well,
Dead.
like
One of them.
I would walk away from that, but I loved some of the Dead music. I loved Sugar Magnolia. I loved, Live in Europe '72. I had heard that album over and over and over, for so many years.
Was it because of the Woodstock influence?
I don't know. My parents weren't music people at all. So this is all my friends' parents, my friends, girls that I liked were really into the Dead and the Kinks. And
yeah, see, my parents
were all
weren't music people,
stoners.
so my mother could play.
I got high with a friend's mom at a graduation when I was in 11th grade. We're passing a joint back and forth, and she was all worried that the chicken wings were leaving too much grease on the joint.
Ooh, flavored weed pot.
this is
Flavored spleef.
1988. I go, who else in 1988 was getting high with their parents? Nobody. Not my parents. I didn't. But somebody's parents.
So it's funny
This
because
joint tastes like Salvatore's.
so I remember when the Wonder Years came out. I was 8 years old, and the Wonder Years was my mother's generation. My father was actually too old for the Wonder Years, but the guy who made the Wonder Years was my mother's age.
Yeah.
I am now 10 years older.
Than your mother was at that age?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now.
It is weird.
And but that was about the 60s.
Yeah.
Like I look back at the 90s and I don't feel the same way. I mean, I feel nostalgic about it, but at the same time, nothing really changed in the 90s. Like life got easier and it got harder. It got more like easy. It got easy for us with the internet and everything else, but it also got harder in terms of we got more disconnected.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I'm really trying to do with each one of my kids. And a little bit more about this. And
Yeah.
I will reveal some on the podcast at some point, but not today. But I want to have very open, calm adult relationships with my kids that are just between me and my kid, whichever kid that is, right?
Yeah.
Each one individually. And I could never feel more somewhat proud of myself when Jordan says to Jameson, because Jameson now lives with me at Thanksgiving, hey, you get the dad lectures? And Jameson goes, no, what are you talking about? He goes, you don't get the lectures? He's like, what do you mean? He goes, Dad used to lecture me. I would get this. And he goes, it was practically a TED talk on the way home from school. And he's like, no. And I go, yeah, because each guy's different.
Right.
And I saw you as each individuals. And the only reason that it's not, I'm not doing it to him, I tortured you. That's not my point. My point is I truly see you as individuals, not a collective group of these are my sons and everybody's under the same roof. No, You're each individuals.
My father used to say, he goes, I love you all equally, but I have to love each of you differently. And he told us about how like he had to discipline us differently.
That could be,
It talked-
sounds a little weird.
Did your dad discipline you and Kevin differently? Or treat you differently?
Well, yeah, because I was the oldest, and Kevin's 8 years younger than me, and I broke down all the barriers. But by the
Yeah,
time
but you
Kevin,
got the same situation between Jameson and Jackson.
you do
Pretty close.
You do, and I will say, I probably Jackson and Jordan were under the same rules, right? They're 16 months apart. So maybe I'm not being as honest as I am, but I didn't lecture, and I didn't lecture Jackson the way I lectured Jordan. I didn't. But I just felt like different kids, different things. But they probably did have similar discipline and stuff. Anyway, just a thought. Just a thought. Sammy Sosa, real quick. Sammy Sosa, by the current owner of the Cubs, not welcome, right? After not admitting that he cheated,
right?
Or
Not
doing
admitting
anything?
that he used performance-enhancing drugs.
Okay.
Even though these guys all cashed all that money.
So, and this is where I'm confused. Sammy has written a somewhat of an apology letter.
I played baseball and I made lot of dough.
He said,
I hit home run. Everyone know I Sammy Sosa.
I left it.
By the way, I stole that.
S-O-S-A Sosa. That's funny. I understand why some players in my era don't always get the recognition that our stats deserve. There were times I did whatever I could to recover from injuries in an effort to keep my strength up to perform over 162 games. I never broke any laws, but in hindsight, I made mistakes and I apologize. We accomplished great things as a team and worked extremely hard in the batting cage to become a great hitter. Cubs fans are the best in the world, and I hope that fans, the Cubs, and I can all come together again and move forward. We can't change the past, but the future is bright. By the way, he doesn't even look like the same human being. In my heart,
I think he has that condition
vitiligo
that Michael Jackson had.
Vitiligo, yeah.
They have a cream for that.
In my heart, I have always been a Cub fan. I can't wait to get back. Now he's 56 years old. Okay, he's starting to look like he sort of looks like Babe Ruth, a little bit like he's pudgy.
Yeah, puffed out.
Yeah. So the owner is Tom Ricketts. He bought the club in 2009. Sammy, I believe, by that point was already with the Orioles.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he was traded in 2004.
He was on his way out.
So
No, Sosa didn't. Sosa was at the Orioles in 05
05
and the Rangers in 07.
Okay, so he
But the
was.
point
But
is, he was long
he
gone,
was
though.
gone for the Cubs,
Yeah.
right?
He was he left the Cubs
This guy
long
didn't
before
buy the Cubs until 2009, so
Right.
he had been off the team for a couple of years. So, but Ricketts, I always stated publicly, Sammy Sosa wasn't welcome around the team until he admitted what he did. And he said at one point, I really believe all the players from that era, I think we owe them a lot of understanding. He said this at the Cubs. They have a Cubs convention.
Yeah.
In 2018.
All the Midwestern teams have these conventions that they do every year.
He said, we have to put ourselves in their shoes and be very, very sympathetic to everything, all the decisions they had to make. And certainly, as it turned out, after testing had begun in 2002, a large number of players test positive. Players from that era owe us a little bit of honesty. The only way to turn that page is to put everything on the table. Do you agree? I mean, I think what he's saying is it was like, hey, man, if I found out all of a sudden Danny is playing significantly better than the last season, then his workouts haven't changed, his diet hasn't changed, what's changed? And Danny's just trying to keep his job. Like,
right.
A
Well,
little
if
edge.
you look at the Mitchell report, and that was only done in 3 cities. That was done in New York, Baltimore. Well, like three markets: New York, Baltimore, and the Bay Area, which included about 5 teams. 99 players were on there. 93 players were on that list from 5 teams. Right.
Yeah.
Most of those players were also Rans, like Fernando Vina, F.P. Santangelo, Paxton Crawford. There were guys that like really
didn't even really
didn't
help
do
him.
anything.
Yeah.
But who got singled out? Giambi, Bonds, Clemens, Sosa.
Yeah.
Why? Because I don't even think Sosa was on that list initially. But the reason was because they were overly successful.
Right.
You
They
know,
were doing stuff that we hadn't seen.
Big Mac was
Yeah.
part of it.
Yeah.
And then we found, I mean, there are guys in the Hall of Fame right now that are under suspicion. And there are managers who are in the Hall of Fame who had players who were under suspicion for using PEDs.
Well, Ricketts has said, we appreciate Sammy releasing his statement and for reaching out. No one played harder or wanted to win more. Nobody's perfect, but we never doubted his passion for the game and the Cubs. it is an understatement to say that Sammy is a fan favorite. We plan on inviting him to the 2025 Cubs convention, and while it's short notice, we hope he can attend. We are all ready to move forward together.
Well, good.
Well, the White Sox will offer him a spot coming back. They'll actually probably let him play right field. They're horrible.
Gosh, they're so
The
bad.
White Sox.
They might
Like-
lose to the Red Wings.
Like,
Seriously.
no, he's not joking. Like,
They had 31 wins last year.
Wow.
like they set a new record for like the work, because the big joke and not joke, the understanding of baseball is every team will win and lose 50 games.
Yeah.
It's the 112 in the middle that you make something yourself. The White Sox couldn't even do that.
Jeez.
They were that bad.
If you're looking for a little comfort food, check out BTB Woodfire Pizza and Grill in the mall at Grease Ridge on their winter specials menu.
Bring your eating pants though.
Well, this is unbelievable. This sounds so good because I like grilled cheese and tomato soup, but this is pesto grilled cheese and tomato soup.
Ooh.
Yeah, and fries.
Mm.
And I got to tell you, I can see myself sitting there dipping both my pesto grilled cheese into the tomato soup and my fries.
I could see that.
It sounds so good. Brings you back kind of to that simpler time. Comfort food. All the portions there are enormous.
Said bring your eating pants. It's
Yeah.
like Thanksgiving there every day.
It is. And then the $10 one topping pizzas on Tuesdays. You've got the burger night on Wednesdays, Taco Tuesdays as well, the brunch on Sunday,
Got
which
that
is just
10-pound missile called the Paisano.
Oh, yeah.
Bigger than them drones that are flying
the
around.
Paisano. I mean, here's the thing. Kevin's exaggerating a little bit about the weight. That thing is so big.
3 pounds.
It is 3 pounds. The chicken cutlet, the fresh mozzarella, all this stuff. I brought half of it home. I ate half of it here. I brought half of it home. I cut the half in half, and it took me 2 days. I'm just telling you, you put that in the air fryer and reheat it. It toasts the bread just lightly, softens up the cheese, heats everything up.
Eats up
That
the
is
gabagool.
that may be the best damn sandwich I have ever had.
Wow.
That is unbelievable. BTB Woodfire Pizza and Grill in the mall at Grease Ridge. Check them out, especially if you got family coming over for the holidays and
Right.
stuff. You
Leave
know,
your
why
family
they-
at home and go get some Paisano.
well, they're opening up on Christmas Day. Just saying, at like 4:00, they're going to be opened
Football's
up.
on.
That is cool. You can go because they have the movie theater there,
Yeah, you
right?
got
What
the
does everybody
movie.
do at Christmas? They go see a movie.
Go see a
Stop
movie,
at BTB, go to a movie.
There's
That's
no
it.
movie theater there yet.
Oh,
I thought there was a movie theater in
Nope.
Greece. Never mind. Just go to BTB then.
hey,
The
Danny.
sign says Apple Cinema's coming 2024, but I think they're going to miss it.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Like,
It's all right.
is there any theaters around? And there's one in Webster.
Other than way out in Buffalo Road, right?
Tinseltown.
Tinseltown. It's the only one I can think of.
Pittsburgh still have one?
Yes. Yes. Pittsburgh
Henrietta,
does.
I know, is closed.
Yeah. All right. We got a little game called Closest to the Pin. Danny and I will battle it out, see who's better. With Kevin writing questions, and he showed me because I said, you know, don't feel like you got to come in all the way from the west side. And he showed me closest to the pin, December 19th.
I thought you were going to say I showed you my penis.
No, no, your name doesn't begin with D.
At some point.
For Dick.
Yeah. Mine does, but it doesn't.
Short D. Thick.
Yeah, short, thick D, lowercase d.
Tuesday.
This Sunday, the Buffalo Bills take on the New England Patriots. In the history of the two teams playing,
Shit.
New England leads the all-time series with how many victories?
Danny's gonna know this.
Had to get
episode.
that shot off.
Yeah, I know. Danny's gonna know this. I don't. I can't even tell you how many times they played together. Well, they play twice a season. So if we go twice a season, all-time victories.
My father used to bitch about how often New England, like everybody's like, Miami used to beat the Bills, but New England used to beat the Bills all the time too.
Okay. All right, there we go. I wrote down a number, and I think it may be way too high, but I don't know.
A staple of my youth and many other children was the invention of Big League Chew by former minor league pitcher
yes.
Rob Nelson and bat boy Todd Field.
Loved it.
Yeah.
What year did Big League Chew hit the shelves? Famously ending with most of the cast well overserved in The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. How many episodes of Cheers were made?
Hang on.
Danny's doing math. Danny's doing math. That means I got to do math. I don't even know how many seasons are ran. wrote down a number. I don't know.
Drones have been spotted all over the East Coast in the last few weeks. What year was the first drone or remote-controlled aircraft flown?
Drone or remote-controlled
Well,
aircraft?
they're the same thing. Drones are remote-controlled airplanes.
There's been a lot of remote control. I had remote control airplanes.
What year was the first drone flown? The Buffalo Sabres are in the middle of another losing streak as of this recording. They've dropped 11 in a row.
They're awful.
The 03-04 Penguins and the 2020-2021 Buffalo Sabres share the current NHL record for consecutive losses at how many
How many losses?
in a row? And last but not least, starring James Stewart and Donna Reed and becoming a Christmas staple, It's a Wonderful Life was released January 7th
I've never seen it.
of what year? Christmas movie released in January.
Every time a Buffalo Sabre gets traded, he gets his rings.
He gets his rings. That's funny. All right, here we go. Back to the top.
How many times have the Patriots defeated the Bills?
75?
I wrote 76.
It is 78.
Wow.
Whoa. Okay.
What year was Big League Chew first on the shelves?
I said 1981.
I said 79.
It is 1980.
Oh. Split the difference, Danny.
Close.
Look at
It's
that.
close.
How many episodes of Cheers were made?
I want to say 248.
I said 209.
275.
Oh, man.
Danny takes the lead.
209. Hang on. 50. Shit. 66. Okay.
What year was the first drone flown? I think this might separate us. So I'm thinking the Germans may have done it during World War II in 1941.
I said 1964.
It is 1917. It
Oh!
was the English.
God.
Oh,
damn.
wow.
Shit. Well, that did separate us. I just lost.
Pittsburgh and Buffalo share the record for consecutive losses at how many?
I said 19.
I said 22.
It is 18.
Oh, shit.
And what year did It's a Wonderful Life get released?
I said 1944.
I
You
said
needed a hole.
1956.
It is 1947.
I win.
Yeah, I got
Minus 59. I had 59 points. What was yours?
Oh, I'm
A lot more than that.
two,
He had
three.
60 something on
I
the
had
one question.
66 on the Cheers one, 57 on the 1964 with the drone. 4. So I went 2, 1, 66, 57, 4. And then what year was it?
1947.
So I was 9.
Hey,
So,
go big or go home.
yeah. There were 2 that just blew me out of the water.
I've never
So
seen It's a Wonderful Life.
Me either.
You should go down
To Bedford Falls?
was it
Seneca
Seneca
Falls?
Falls? Yeah, and they really have capitalized on that being the setting of it and all, and people love it. And it's supposed to be very quaint, Christmassy, and nice. And,
See, when I told my wife that, she goes, you have never seen that? I go,
well, maybe you should
What's that
make
got
a
to do
point
with
of watching it
maybe
just
we'll-
to see.
Well, isn't it on on NBC the Saturday before Christmas?
I don't know. I don't know.
Or did college football like bump that?
It probably should have because everybody's seen
Did
it.
you see Saturday's going to be like people call it the greatest day of football ever?
Oh yeah,
Because you got all the playoff games
Yeah.
in college
Yeah.
and you got the 2 pro games.
yeah.
The greatest days ever were 6 Januaries and Februaries in my youth.
Okay,
Good for you.
that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Good for you, Steve Grogan.
And 4 days in the early 90s. 4 Sundays.
All right. Well, we shall close
Merry
it
Christmas,
out.
fellas.
Merry Christmas to you as well. To Dan
It's
Barillo,
been a great
to
year.
Kevin Muir, thank you for all you've done. I greatly, greatly appreciate all of it.
I love you people. Can I say you people?
I think Danny has a lead in all our games, like a significant streak lead.
Maybe I should write the games.
No.
No, okay.
Well,
Kevin
he's only-
does a hell of a job.
His streak's only at 1 because I won the Jingle Bells game.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, off air.
So suck it.
Well, that's
After years of dominance.
I know. After years of dominance. I used to
Granted, we took
love
like
that.
10 years off.
I used to
Granted, you were
love
the only one that did it too.
that. He was. That's true.
And somehow you still lost.
Well, we used to bet on it because we didn't know because
Yeah.
he would know whether they sang or not. Yeah. Sometimes
We'll give away prizes to listeners.
yeah, if you could guess it right.
Right.
Yeah. All right. I'm Bill Moran. We'll see you Monday.
My title has to wait. Down here looking for a Cadillac with Tennessee plate.